Welcome to the latest installment of things that are maybe crazy enough to work. What do we have here? We have Drifblim. Let's take a look at what you do. You are a ghost flying type, and not great defenses, okay attack, weird speed, and lots of HP. Like a lot. That's a lot, guys. Not a lot of things have that much HP going on. So, what does that make you good at? Well, not much, because it's, you see, you don't have too many powerful moves outside of explosion, and you don't get any recovery, no roosting, no recover, barely even rest, really. So, what are you good for? Well, I'm going to be playing some NU today. That's my plan. And I'm thinking about the things that are usually leads. The first Pokemon sent out in NU teams. Archeops is one. Set up stealth rocks, or maybe you can taunt you, or maybe just go ahead and sky attack you until you explode. That's an option. We have Crustle over there, which is also an option with the knockoffs and the stone edges, and the hazard stacking with stealth rock and spikes. We have Uxie, who can do a number of things, including screens, stealth rocks, Rotom Fan. These things are usually choice scarfed, and they volt switch around, and it's hard to play around. And there's choice scarf Magmortar. This thing is such a problem. I don't even know how to deal with it. What do these things all have in common? Well, they all hit Drifblim super effectively. Between Stone Edge, knockoff, volt switch, and thunder move of choice. So the question becomes, why not go ahead and give this guy a weakness policy? This is an extra good idea because these things, when doubled, which is what weakness policy does, it hits super effectively, raise everything by 2. That also means that I can't get hit to knockoff, for one. Knockoff does more damage if you have an item, and weakness policy goes off before knockoff happens, so it'll do less damage because I'm weak to it, strangely enough. But that's how it works. And with all these stat boots, I can run around with Unburden, which means that if I don't have an item, my speed is doubled. And I have a very specific number here, 224, that allows me at 448 to outspeed all of these things and wreak havoc with my crazy newfound attack prowess. And what attack, might you ask? Acrobatics, 55 base power, it's kind of lame. Flying, same type of task bonus, so that's good, I suppose. But power doubles if I have no held item, meaning if my weakness policy goes off, if all goes according to plan, then that means that I'm doing 110 damage with 0 drawbacks. So, yes please, thank you. Possible problems we can have is Archeops is crazy strong anyway, and might go ahead and kill me, and resists my flying attack. So I also want to have knockoff as it's a good all-around coverage move, hits a lot of things super effective, at least neutrally is what I'm trying to say. And if you can do that, then I think we'll be in an okay place. The next thing that can happen is this guy can go ahead and set up stealth rocks and spikes, and then for when I go down, because this thing isn't meant to sweep teams, it's meant to poke holes in teams. When I go down, then I'm going to have lots of spikes and rocks on my team, and I'm not a huge fan of that. So what am I going to do about it? Well, my plan is to also give this guy defog, which would be lovely. That way, they remove all the hazards. So there's your lead, nice and useless, particularly if you want to set up screens. The next thing is, I thought about running Stockpile, which is great if they're not hitting me super effectively, because then I could just boost my defenses, and those defenses, when, you know, reasonably quadrupled, go very well with that huge HP stat. But what I'm really after, I think, is Baton Pass. Alright, so I take all those boosts I've gotten from weakness policy, and I go ahead and give them to somebody else on my team. So this is a great idea. This is a great idea indeed. Maybe I should have Stockpile instead of... We'll try it like this, and if hazards become a problem, we'll go ahead and change it to DD Fog. I don't know why hazards never bothered me. So, that's the idea. That's the gimmick we're going to try and pull off this time around. And we're going to try and pull it off with my buddy, my friend, there you go. Nice and icing on top of the, yeah, you know what I mean. It's a good idea. It's a great nickname. You can all applaud me later. So, who are we going to try and baton pass this kind of thing into? Well, that's a good idea. Let's take a... It's a good question. I mean, let's take a gander. Cacturn. Ooh, my dear Cacturn. Cacturn is too scary. Ooh, Water Absorb, too. I'm immune to water types, which is good. But this is scary because Sucker Punch, right? Now, usually the set goes Sucker Punch, Swords Dance, right? Yeah, Swords Dance, Substitute, and from time to time, Drain Punch, I guess. Maybe Seed Bomb would be more, but I like Drain Punch because it recovers some health. But I have silly amounts of attack. It's scary, and all that coupled with a big same type attack bonus, Sucker Punch. If I get a Swords Dance up, or if I get Baton Pass, the weakness policy boosts, I'm in for a good time. And if I manage to get a few stockpiles and Baton Pass those, I have a rarity, a bulky Cacturn, which no one has ever seen before because these are not great defensive stats. But it's fine. It's fine because I am just gonna hurt everything I come into contact with. And for an item, I could go Black Glasses for just disgusting amounts of damage input, and I think I will because I'm into large amounts of damage. Or maybe Focus Sash would be better. That way, when I come in on an attack, again, we'll have to see. What do I want on you? I want max damage. Not worried about that special attack today. Although we could run some special. No, we won't. We won't today. Instead, we'll give you a largely irrelevant 4 in HP for no contrived reason at all. Actually, we should put that in special defense. Still doesn't matter, but this thing is a good answer to stuff like Lantern, which I resist thunder moves and I'm immune to water moves thanks to this. So that's gonna be fun. What else can we do? Before I forget, I want you to have all the HP you can, because look at that, 500. That is obscene. That is unheard of. Ugh, goodness. And I'll probably want to put the rest in defense, just because the only lead that I might not win against is the Flappy Bird Rock thing, and I want to be able to take knockoffs reasonably well, so we'll go ahead and do that. But this amount of speed is important. What else can we baton pass this stuff to? At the risk of having another 4 times bug weakness, something else that might be the best thing in NU right now. I think so, I don't know. Malamar. There we are. Look at you. And I know what your name is. Your name is Merlot. Before I forget, I should do this too. Nopales. Alright, Merlot. What does Merlot do? Well, Merlot is contrary. That's what it does. If the stat was raised, it is lowered instead, and vice versa. Which means that if I have an attack that lowers my stats, it actually raises them. And the best one is Superpower. Lowers attack and defense, except it raises my attack and raises my defense. So essentially, I get a bulk up with 120 damage attached to it, which is great. Now this thing is kind of slow and not super strong, and not super anything really when you look at it. So how do we give this guy staying power? Well, the first thing we do is lots of HP so we can get a few of these off. It doesn't matter if our attack stat is low, because after 2 of these I'm already doubling whatever number this is, and 400 attack is nothing to sneeze at. The other thing we can do is give it all the special defense in the world. And why am I doing this? Well, one is because we also double our defense, and similarly 400 defense is nothing to sneeze at, and a random 4 in speed because I have nowhere else to put it. But this is even better when coupled with more Knockoff or Night Slash? Night Slash might be better. Again, we can change this a little bit later after we tested it. I'm just gonna go Knockoff just because it's almost as much damage as Night Slash anyway. Let's see, Superpower Knockoff. We can also do Rest. Fully heals me. So even if I'm kind of frail to begin with, I could use Rest, and then all of a sudden, I'm all the way full, and I'm not toxic or burned or paralyzed or anything. But I am asleep, which normally would be a bad thing if I didn't have Sleep Talk. Randomly chooses another known move. If it chooses this, I do damage. If it chooses this, I do damage, and I boost my defenses and my attacks. If I do this, well, that makes me sad, but that's like a 1 1/3 chance, which is pretty good. Pretty good when you think about it. We're gonna boost that. We're gonna minimize this. This is great. This is great. This is gonna work out just fine. So, let's look here. You are weak to Thunder. Not sure where to go from here. You should definitely have leftovers, though, because little bit of healing goes a long way. What else should we have? All three of these things are physical attackers, now that I'm thinking about it. We could go ahead and, let's see what, Glade is down here? What are you doing down here? We'll have to watch out for that. Merlot is actually not a bad, yeah, a la mode's not a bad answer to Glade, because the most this thing can do to me is Knockoff or Shadow Sneak. Both of those things will result in a super effective acrobatics to ruin his day, but wow, still. What else is around here? Grand Bull, that's his physical attacker though. Jinx is always a good time. Always a good time. Could use my own Magmortar, just because they're such a problem. They are such a problem. This Magius is good. Magius? Not sure. I could also... Ooh, Well. Alright, I have an idea. Ooh, Mesprit might be even to do it better as a psychic type. Maybe. Yeah, your defense isn't what it needs to be. You know what could do even better is... Yeah, here we go. Oh, this thing is exactly what I want. So, what is this thing gonna do? I have one Sleepy Sheep over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and give another Sleepy Sheep with the Rest and the Sleep Talk. This isn't as good because I have to rely on something like Calm Mind, which means there's only a 1 1/3 chance of me doing the thing that I need to do. But it'll be alright. Let's see, what special move could we have? Because this is the same, it raises my special attack and defense, special defense rather. What move would be great? Not a lot, really. Appreciates taking psychics outside of dark types. And I feel like I could be able to outpace most dark types. Shadow Ball? Normal types are just immune to that. Charge Beam. That'd be silly. Yeah, we're just gonna go Psychic, I think. We'll just have to make sure to get rid of all the dark types in the surrounding area. What's going on? There we go. All the dark types in the surrounding area before we start getting cheeky. Which will be fine. This is a really crippling thing now that I'm looking at it. We'll try it. We'll try it. We'll try it. Alright, so there we go. We have a pretty bulkily oriented team. And, let's see. All this stuff deals with stall pretty well. Which is when you just have really defensive things and you just try to outlast your opponent. Which won't work because I'll just be boosted all the way up with stuff like this. I'm going to give you lots of defense and some spatak because 75 is not a huge amount. And if I need to get a psychic off right away, then there's that. So, what else would I like? I would like to be able to do stuff fast. This is nice because of Sucker Punch, but I need something that'll wear a scarf. Seems like I'm always looking for a special scarf. I can go Fletchinder, which would be cool. I could go Gorbis, which has lots of special attack. And that's not a lot, but I can Shell Smash, and then... You know what? No, let's not do Gorbis. Haunter's quick, and it hurts. Jinx is also quick, and it also hurts. That's an option. What else? Ludicrous. This thing. I can never seem to deal with these things. What else do we have? Pyroar would be nice. Oh, we need a Quagsire. We need a Quagsire. Okay, but anyway, the other thing we need... I think Pyroar is a good idea. This is PU. We've already done that. Where are you? Where did you go? There it is. I could do a Xatu, but Xatu is just not fast enough to do what I need. More likely than not. Swellow. Ooh, a Gut Swellow. Nah, we're not that real. We're not that cool. We could have a Scarfed Rotom. That's an option. It's a real thing we could do. We won't do that. Instead, we'll have a Scarfed Pyroar. Will we? We will. Yeah, this thing is nice and quick. Give you a Choice Scarf. And you have lots of special attacks, so we're going to be able to Hyper Voice all the things. We're going to be able to Fire Move all the things. What's a Fire Move? Do we go Fire Blast? Fire Blast is not the most accurate thing in the world. I should, yeah, Flamethrower. What else can we do? Dark Pulse is a good move. We have, Hidden Power, Ice, I don't know. Hyper Voice hits most things neutrally. Except Rock. I guess we don't have a way to deal with rocks. We'll go Hidden Power Grass, unless you get a better grass move, which you don't. So we're just gonna go ahead and Solar Beam? Oof. No one is cool enough to successfully run Solar Beams. Yeah, we'll go Hidden Power Grass. And then what if we did Noble Roar? It's like Memento, except you stay in and you don't die. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Scarfed Noble Roar? Is that what we're doing? That guarantees that... That doesn't guarantee anything. That's silly. Another time. Another time. We'll give you Dark... I guess Dark Pulse. Sure, why not? And the reason I want a Quagsire is because if any of this goes wrong, and they just decide to set up on me of their own Calm Mind moves, or their own Malamar, or their own Nopales, Quagsire, well, not against Nopales, but Quagsire can usually pick up the slack for me because of Unaware. Meaning that no matter how many Swords Dances or Bulk Ups they get, Quagsire don't care. And in response, I can... nice healthy Scald, a nice healthy Recover, a nice healthy Toxic, I guess, and a nice healthy what else do you know how to do? You know how to Earthquake, but am I really about that? Am I really about that? What would try and ruin your fun, Quagsire? Grass types? Grass types don't like being toxic. They do like Scalds, though. What do you get? Blizzard? I can give you Blizzard. Oh, that'd be fun. A Blizzard Quagsire. Is that what we're gonna do? Earth Power is the more sensible option, I suppose. Actually, what to do? Acid Spray Quagsire is so much fun. I'll have to show everybody that later. I have a Acid Spray Quagsire that just takes no prisoners. Seismic Toss is marginally useless. Amnesia. No. Curse. No. Yeah, we're just gonna run Eerie Impulse? No. No. Eerie Impulse is just the worst version of Acid Spray. Yeah, we're just gonna go Earth Power. Why the heck not? Change my mind. We're gonna go Earthquake. That way we have a mixed attack stat for whatever silly reason. And, of course, you are going to be physically defensive because yes, this is a good answer to things like Fletchinder and also the Gallades that we talked about. Yeah, this is a good idea. It's stupid slow, but it's a great idea. And you're going to have a Leftovers or a Lumberry is the question. I think Lumberry is the answer. That way, in case something wants to Sleep Powder, I can... Well, this isn't a great answer to Sleep Powder. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to play this game. I just click buttons. You're going to want to be fast, the fastest thing on 4 feet, and you want to be spectacular. Look at how spectacular you are. And what? You don't get great abilities. We'll give you Unnerve, maybe? Sure. Just because rivalry is such a coin toss, anyway. We'll go this, I suppose. And 4 in, I don't know, defense. Live a Mach Punch, maybe. Alright, then we go Quag, then we go Uke, and then we go Merlot. What is your name? Your name is Chestnut, like a water chestnut. Yeah, it's a good idea. Sure. And Pyroar, your name is there, Tapatio, and you, of course, need to be Lemon Wedge, because that's what you're about. Lemon Wedge is so important that it's capitalized, and you know what? I'm not in love with this name. I'm gonna rethink it. Hold on a second. Yep, there it is. That's the perfect Quagsire. It really is. Oh, I'm so proud of that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Alright, does everything look right? Oh, shoot, I forgot to give you this. It's a shame this thing has such low attack. It'd be so much better. Anyway, okay, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this. We have no way of getting rid of hazards, but that's never stopped me before, so let's go ahead and get a game or 5, or 2, or I don't know how long I have, but we'll find out together.